12 Sports. This is the Wendy's Friday Night Blitz.
All right, welcome into a Week 3 edition of the Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Wendy's. I'm Sam Knox, he's Mike Yuva, and wow, the season is flying, Mike.
Yeah, last week of September games already here before we flip the calendar over to October, but at least for one more Friday night, it felt more like Week 1 weather out there, including at our Game of the Week location. Tallman hosting West Warwick, and the Wizards had plenty to smile about early on first quarter. Tolman is on the move, but senior Carl Swanson is going to come up with the pick to give West Warwick the ball, and it's in great field position because a few plays later, well, you get plays like this. Isaac Casares punches it on in for 6. He also recovered a fumble recovery later in the quarter. Little man's enjoying the free ball out there, too. It was all West Warwick in this one. Wizards roll 48-0.
Big win for West and his team. Cranston West hosting St. Rayfield tonight. St. Ray's threatening, already up a score. Damian Ocampo gets in for the touchdown. It's 13-0 after the PAT. The Falcons on their home turf doing everything they can to come back in this one. A little screen pass to Makai Taylor, who weaves his way into the end zone for the score. However, the Saints had their way tonight, 28-13 final.
Alex McKellen back at his old stomping grounds, helping Barrington this evening. Eagles taking on Central. 8-0 night, second half. Eagles strike. Fake me out with the big time, but a pass from Blake Dolan to Charlie Potter. And he goes all the way for 6 to make it 8-6 Knights. They would go on to add the score to win it 14-6.
Classical looking to stay undefeated in Division III, hosting Cheraho. Purple getting gear off the bat. Parker Howley drops back, finds Jacoby Tavares downfield. Nice throw and catch. Gets tackled inside the 10. Howland then tosses to Jordan Duke, and he is a mainstay on our highlights. He gets to the edge, shakes off the defender, and crosses into the end zone. Next series, Duke does it again. He was the Week 2 Bliss Player of the Week. Another big night for him. Classical rose to 3-0. Chris McCall and his team, they win 49-0 over Cheraho.
Mount Pleasant hosting East Providence. Just as we're showing up, EP's Jacob Duarte runs it on in. 2-point conversion to put the Townies up 16-0 before the break in the second half. Keep your eyes on Ethan Vasquez. No, but really, keep your eyes on, because I couldn't keep up with them on the fullback dive on the read option, plowing it on in through the middle. EP, another touchdown. They go up 29-0 in their defense. Well, they were getting it done too. EP's Elijah Bento comes up with the INT. East Providence gets the shutout, 29-0.
Big win for the Townies. Middletown student section looking for a reason to cheer. Their team down 20-14 to Shea. Seconds before the half, Angel Lopes goes deep, but is picked off by Patrick Cranston. Both teams head to the half. Third quarter, same score. Keandre Silva takes the handoff, and watch him weave his way through traffic for the touchdown. Shea wins 32-21.
Mount Hope hosted East Greenwich. Second quarter, no score. 1st and 10 from the 31. Ethan Martell with a little swing pass to J.J. Pimento. He rumbles his way in from 11 yards out, and 2 plays later, Martell to Nicholas Rogers. This drive would stall, but Mount Hope would still grind out the win, 20-0 in the victory.
EWG Prout taking on North Smithfield. Scarlet Knights in the red zone. Ethan Kozwanski gets the carry, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. They lead by a score. North Smithfield, they had more gas in the tank down the stretch. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Jaden Lynch on the rush. He had one thing on his mind, the end zone. He gets it. Touchdown. They win 13-6, North Smithfield. All right, still to come in the Blitz. Here we go. Eric Rube joins the show. The slow-mo enters. There he is. Wait for it. He's coming. He's coming to the studio in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned for analysis next.
The Wendy's Friday Night Blitz continues on WPRI 12.
All right, welcome back to the Wendy's Friday Night Blitz. Go ahead, Rube. Do it. There it is, every week. You got to start. It's a tradition. We did the handoffs in years past. All right, Rube, your game tonight, St. Ray's, Cranston West. What did you see out of that game? Damian Ocampo had a great game.
We're seeing this. I've heard a lot about this pass, the St. Reno pass game. We saw it a little bit today, but Damian Ocampo in this run, this offensive line, really getting the job done. Ocampo, very much a speed runner, can get to the outside. We're seeing this power run now. Second week in a row, I've seen it from 4 touchdowns tonight. I think he had 170 yards on the ground. If they establish the run, it's going to bust things open on the outside once this pass game flows, and they can throw it a little. They threw it tonight. He will certainly be a Player of the Week nominee. There's no doubt about it. How about classical? I just want to toss this in real quick. We're seeing a lot. They have these tremendous athletes who can make big plays. Jordan Duke, we've talked about him a lot this year. He's a 6'2", 230-pound running back. He's a professional athlete playing high school sports at this point. Yeah, he's a very good player. All right, Portsmouth-Westerly, you said it was one of the best games of the night. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get down there. But talked to my colleague Jake Russo. He said game of the year. Wow. Game of the year. Already. Portsmouth, gutsy win. Adam Canini steps in for the injured Thomas Hurd, comes in, leads them down the field for the game-winning drive. Portsmouth had suffered 2 tough losses the last 2 weeks. Great to see them get back on track. Westerly, though, down after this one, not out. Their Division II team, the loss won't hurt them. Landon Husser, we've said that name before. He had a huge game down there today. Westerly's going to be good this year. Yeah, he can chuck it, that's for sure. West Warwick. Wizards took care of business. That's what they needed to do. Showed up, played a Tolman team that was down. I know they were down at least one guy today. James Branch, Carl Swanson, the studs on the offense. They got the job done. Defense, big game. Next week, huge one for the Wizards. They've got South Kingstown, battle of undefeated D2 teams. Whoever wins that's going to be one of the favorites to be in the Super Bowl. What caught your eye tonight on social media when you were scrolling? Was there any scores, anything specific that kind of popped out to you? I'll tell you what, score 'em. I was most impressed to see Mount Hope with a 20-0 win over East Greenwich. The Huskies last week, they're a young team. A lot of freshmen on this team. They played hard last week and lost to Pontiac. For them to go out and see a victory on the scoreboard, it's huge for them. That's a team, they're going to beat a really good team this year before the season's over. Yeah, no doubt about it. Big win for them. All right, about just as many games tomorrow as there were tonight. Yeah, good little slate of games tomorrow. Sneaky slate of games. I'm going to be... Big one, Division IV. 2 undefeated teams didn't see it coming. Tiverton and Scituate. Going to be a fun one out in Scituate. I'll be there. And then Johnston hosting Rogers. Rogers, surprise, undefeated at this point of the season. So that should be a very interesting game in D3. It's no days off season for Eric Rube. No, it's not. There's no days off. Never. There's some days off. All right, Eric Rube, thank you so much for joining us. Looking great as always. All right, still to come on the Blitz. We take you inside the huddle. Coach mic'd up with West Warwick head coach Wesley Pennington. That is next.
The Wendy's Friday Night Blitz continues on WPRI 12.
All right, welcome back. Sam Knox, Mike Yuva. The Rhode Island slate is in the rear view tonight. Lots of games tomorrow, as we know, but we check in with teams in Southeast Massachusetts. Seekonk playing right around the corner, hosting East Bridgewater. 28-20 visitors, third quarter. The Vikings strike again. Yeah, look at this kid. You don't want to get in his way. Aiden Clancy scores to put his team up by 2 scores. He is intimidating. Seekonk, however, scores on the very next drive. Then Figueredo gets the carry. He scores to get the Warriors a bit closer. However, East Bridgewater improves to 3-0 with the 36-26 win.
Griffey looking for its first win of the season, hosting Somerset Berkeley. Blue Raiders up 7-0. The D steps up. Finn Bork, he steps in front of the pass. Flat and picks it off. And he shows off some fancy footwork. He's racing down the sideline.
It's a big dude.
50 yards, hippity-happy to the Baba Shop. 14-0 Somerset Berkeley. A little bit later, Brendan McDonald hands it off to Finn Crook, and he crosses on over the goal line. Blue Raiders, they top the Hilltoppers tonight, 28-14.
Last year's Division VI Super Bowl champs Fairhaven was at Greater New Bedford Voke. Third quarter, GMB is down big. Nick Boucher goes up top, but Evan Lamontagne is waiting on him. That's it. How many interceptions are we going to see tonight, huh? Good defensive night. Fairhaven downs GMB Voke 41-13.
Dartmouth looking to stay perfect on the year, hosting Old Rochester. Indians were trailing 22-6 at the half. Jackson Hart rallies his team. The bomb up top to Jaden Nunez Medeiros. 40 yards on the connection for the score. Fourth quarter, Hart's going to hand it off to Raymond Gramlett. He scores, 2-point conversion. It's going to tie it all up at 22, but the Bulldogs driving. 10 seconds left. Garvin Martin calls his own number. A little spinner Rooney dives on into the end zone. Dartmouth, they lose a heartbreaker, 28-22.
All right, well, what a night of football there, Mike. And it was a nice night out there. A fan favorite now, Coach mic'd up. you had the game of the week. Take it away.
Yeah, we had a chance to be able to catch up with West Pennington before their big win tonight. Take a listen.
Side step. Go. 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 Hey, not much wind today, right? So just kick through the ball. Hey, try to make that path clean so you don't have to make that extra move, right? So you get there quick. It's Coach Gallo. He's got the beard. You can't miss him. No, not him. Oh, I got two guys with beards. Hanging in there, man. You as well. You as well. Hey, let's go. Passing lines. Let's go. Let's go.
Coach Rice, you want me passing?
Yeah. Hey, how we feeling?
Good. I feel good. I feel good right now.
Feel good?
Bad day for the Tigers.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go now. Let's go now. It's time. It's Wizard time. It's Wizard time. Let's go. Hey, kick off on Coach Mike. Kick off on Coach Mike.
It's a guy I want to play for. Thank you, Wes, for his time. Still to come on the Blitz. We highlight last week's Player of the Week, and we talk about potential names that could be on the Week 3 poll. You don't want to miss it. Coming up. All right, welcome back to the Blitz. We're going to feature our Week 2 Player of the Week one final time before we start thinking about nominees for Week 3. This week's Blitz 12 Player of the Week was Classical's Jordan Duke. The senior scored 4 touchdowns against North Providence last Saturday, 259 yards rushing and receiving. Duke won a Super Bowl title as a freshman, and he's hoping he can close his career with another one this fall, but he's planning to pursue football in college.
It would mean a lot, actually. Starting my high school career with one and then ending with one would definitely put it up in the ranks.
I think football's his vehicle. I think that he's a special kid at his size and how fast he is, and he's shown that this summer. I think he realizes that now.
And don't forget, every week we have new nominees based on performance. Here's the QR code on your screen that brings you to the Player of the Week voting. We will have new nominees Saturday night. Damian Ocampo will certainly be one of them. Any other names that you could think of at the moment, Rube?
Adam Canini from Portsmouth, game-winning touchdown maybe. There's a couple kids out there that had some big games, but Canini, you get your team a dub. I think that earns it.
Yeah, I mean, and against Westerly. Westerly's got a good QB too, so that's good. All right, well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on the Week 3 edition of the Friday Night Blitz. We send you off with the Band of the Week, Dartmouth. Have a good night, guys. See you next week.